Starstruck.
Hello and welcome to Joyride. My name is David Lynch, and this is the podcast that is about the journey and not the destination.
You did that completely without warning.
I'm glad to announce that Kyle Dodderman is with me today. I'm not only glad, I'm happy to the moon.
Wow. Thank you. I'll be here all week.
I practiced that today, just so you know.
Ladies and gentlemen, he just pulled that out of nowhere. We're just getting ready to record, and he just pulls that out of nowhere.
I have to keep you on your toes.
Yeah, seriously. I got a new cushion, and I'm on my toes. It's a crazy day here in the co-host chair.
Have you seen many David Lynch films?
You know, I haven't really.
I'm not a mega fan either.
No. It was a good impression, though. Was he the guy that made Twin Peaks?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. I'd like to see that. I've
never seen that either.
I'd like to watch that. I've heard really good things about it, but this is gonna, I may get hate for this, but is it one of those things that is it really good, or is it just good because it came out in the 80s?
Early 90s, I think.
Did it come out in the early 90s?
I think. I could be wrong.
Well, write to us and send us all the hate mail of when
I saw Eraserhead, which wasn't a waste of my life, but a waste of 2 hours.
Yeah.
Blue Velvet, I needed to take a shower afterward. Weirdly enough, he made another. The first one I saw as a child was The Straight Story by Disney.
That's so random.
Which we might do an episode on. That was a guy that drove a lawnmower, across multiple states to visit his brother.
Now that is a beautiful joyride.
And that was a David Lynch film on top of it. We have our tea, ladies and gentlemen. It is a scorching Oregon summer here.
Yep.
Well, if you hear us gulping here and there, that's why. But we are back again for another Harry Ferguson episode. Actually, the next to last Harry Ferguson episode.
The
penultimate episode. So Harry is doing stuff with the Ford Motor Company that's kind of souring. That's where we kind of left off. His whole empire is not faltering, but kind of in question. So he's really got to get on things. So with that said, we're going to move on to part 5 today.
Part 5.
So engineers and designers at the Ford Motor Company were busy practicing their craft in the so-called Blue Room at Dearborn, working on perfecting the Ford Ferguson tractor. Things went well overall, but there was some occasional tension, which was largely Harry sticking his nose in every department since he insisted on having the final say about everything ranging from engine choices to what size bolts should be used.
Overbearing boss much?
Which is not you. You're a nice boss. Finally, after many man-hours, it was ready. Henry Ford and Harry decided to celebrate the occasion by organizing a special event.
Ooh, a special event. What is a special tractor event?
Oh, I'm going to tell you here.
All right.
The event itself was held on April 1st, 1939.
That's when you hold all the good tractor events ready. You get there and they go, what'd you think? What do you think was going to happen?
And it was at Clara Ford's garden on the Fairlane estate. again. So apparently they didn't learn their lesson.
Yeah, they don't have anywhere else to go.
Men
apparently.
don't. Yeah, men don't ever learn their lessons,
Nope.
even at this level. Well, some speeches were given where this was declared, quote, an historic day. Harry then hopped onto the tractor and proceeded to make his historic furrows, which largely went well until he plowed through Clara Ford's raspberry bushes.
Preventable issues. Just, it's like they don't move, do they? I mean, they're still there. They didn't go anywhere. They didn't move. Yeah. Yeah. This is a fixable problem.
It's not known if she actually had any words with him, but according to legend, she gave Harry a very honest opinion of what she thought of his tractor driving abilities. He got
I imagine so.
Spanking, apparently.
I imagine so.
Although Ford and Ferguson had generally got along, they did have one point of contention, and that was what name would be on the front of the tractor. Harry himself claimed he was not interested in having his name on it, but he did not want his name being negated to a tiny patent plaque somewhere on the machine.
Okay.
Eventually, both parties decided the tractor itself would carry the Ford name, but under the blue oval, a plaque would proudly read Ferguson System.
Very nice.
To this day, the tractors are known as Ford Fergusons. The tractor was competitively priced, costing only $585, or about $13,900 in today's money.
Woof, inflation.
Which even for like a utility tractor, that's a decent price. With Ireland still in his heart, Harry went back across the pond to demonstrate his tractor to a group of Ford executives and representatives of the British government in hopes of having Ford of Britain domestically produce it. The year was now 1940, and Britain was at war with Germany and the world. During the demonstration, a squadron of RAF fighters flew over on their way to Dunkirk. This annoyed Harry, and he angrily declared, quote, I can't give a demonstration with this noise going on. Get on to the Air Ministry and ask them to reroute their airplanes from here.
Famously, Dunkirk, a time where, the timing was not that important, Just to ask him to come back next week.
Harry's request was not successful.
Yeah, I imagine so. That was the least surprising sentence in this whole script. Hey, Germans, could you wait? There's actually
time.
Yeah. There's a guy doing a tractor thing. Yeah. So if we can all hang on, it's a tractor thing. I don't know if you know tractors.
It's very important, apparently.
There's a lot going on.
In the long run, the Ford Ferguson would not be built in Britain. This has largely been contributed to the politics of the time and the fact that Ford of Britain wished to continue to build the Fordson tractor instead of the new one developed by Ferguson. Even though Harry was disgusted by this decision, his business interests were not exactly suffering. As part of his deal with Dearborn, Ford would build the tractor in North America, but Harry's company and associates would build and sell the implements that were integral to the Ferguson system. As tractors started to pile up outside the River Rouge plant, Henry Ford had proved his mastery of mass production methods. On the other hand, the Sherman brothers, acting as the distributor, were not selling them as fast as Ford was building them. Part of this was of no fault of their own. The tractor could only accommodate the Ferguson system implements that were designed for it, and not all farmers could afford to completely replace all their equipment.
Yep. The importance of universality.
Mm-hmm. Henry Ford got so frustrated the Shermans were not selling enough tractors that he ordered one to be parked in front of one of the brothers' office doors so he could not get in.
Oh, what an ass. Love it.
One strategy conceived was a scholarship program that would kill two birds with one stone by sending students to their nearest agricultural college, which would provide training to future farmers while also promoting the Ferguson system. Harry, on one particular occasion, decided to make a special appearance at an award ceremony himself for two students who had won the scholarship sponsored by one of the dealers. In August of 1941, Harry made his way to Portland, Oregon.
Wow, that was a sudden sentence.
As you know, Portland just pops up in
Yep.
Joyrides, and I
Yeah.
don't do it intentionally.
Yeah.
Just
Famously easy to get to from London, clearly.
There, and in front of a crowd of about 350 people, he said, quote, "The cost of living must be kept in check. We are really in serious danger of a disastrous inflation that might mean that we will all go up in smoke. It's clear that if the cost of living continues to increase, the cost of the defense program will be colossal. The answer lies in farm machinery. There are 6,800,000 farms in the United States, but only about 800,000 of them are mechanized." So that's a little poignant in today's time.
Can we elect Harry Ferguson as mayor of Portland? Do you think he's available? Think he's around? I think I'm gonna make some calls.
I mean, he's tuned it to his knowledge, but he's not wrong.
He's not wrong today.
He's
not wrong
back
then either.
Yeah. This philosophical insight was the first time Harry had shared the germ of an idea he would later try to change the world with, and he first said it in Oregon. Along with the help of Keyes, it was ironic that the tide turned for the Ford tractor. Just a second here. Sorry, the iPad did something weird there. For the Ford tractor. The economies of Europe and North America were in bad shape, and farmers needed better mechanized equipment. Consequently, by 1941, the Ferguson Company sold $27 million in implements and parts, which is a lot of money back then.
Oh my God.
This period would be somewhat bittersweet since Harry would also lose an old friend, John Williams.
Dun, 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 dun.
John rejoined the RAF during the war. But he did not die in a dogfight. Instead, he died while he was driving. His headlights were off to comply with wartime light restrictions, which caused him to have a head-on collision with another unlit truck. And I'm sure at the funeral, the brass band played the Force theme.
I'm just glad that he wasn't at Dunkirk. And then, hey, we get these planes. I mean, we go around. Oh, John Williams.
So the war was also led to a shortage crisis, as you can imagine that. Steel was becoming a hard thing for any manufacturer to acquire.
Yep.
So,
story of the ages there, and I'm gonna venture to guess that it's made out of a lot of steel.
You're gonna like this next part.
Yeah.
War contractors such as Howard Hughes got around this problem by building his massive flying troop carrier out of wood. Your favorite airplane.
Stupid plan. So stupid.
It's your sleep paralysis demon, that plane.
Troop carrier is certainly a way to... Yeah, sure.
But building a tractor out of spruce and balsa was obviously not an option.
Now that would be hysterical.
With this in mind, Harry convinced a Senate committee to review his equipment. On this committee was Henry Wallace and Harry Truman. The committee was impressed, so with... Has everyone named Henry and Harry? I just realized...
Seriously. This entire story has just been Harry, Henry, Harry, Henry, Harry, Henry, Henry.
The committee was impressed, so with that battle won, Harry thought if he could arrange a demonstration for the president, his steel issue would be over.
The president, Harry Henry.
As it would turn out, Roosevelt agreed to such a demonstration, and not only that, it would be held on the president's private estate at Hyde Park. Harry the Shellman performed so well that Roosevelt bought a tractor and a range of implements personally for himself, and guaranteed Harry more steel would be allocated toward his endeavors.
All right.
Henry Ford did not like dealing with politicians, so this was quite a triumph for Team Ferguson. Perhaps feeling confident, Harry continued to speak out loud about his thoughts on politics and economics. He pontificated that poverty could only be eliminated if the costs of agriculture were reduced. If Harry could lower the price of his equipment, then even farmers in developing countries could afford it. If the costs of agriculture could be lowered with the help of mechanization, then the costs of everything else would not go up, and wages would not have to be increased either. He called his economic model the price reduction system.
Okay. There's some flaws with that, but, you know.
We'll get there.
We'll get there.
Even with these successes under his belt, Harry was fiercely patriotic, and he did not give up on trying to get his tractor made in the United Kingdom. He sent a personal letter to Henry Ford wishing to terminate their handshake agreement if the tractor was not going to be built in Britain. Frank Campsell, Ford's private secretary, saw the letter first and quickly tucked it away in a drawer in order to preserve cordial relations.
Smart.
A Ferguson employee, Trevor Knox, attempted to ease tensions by trying to convince Ford of Britain to begin producing the tractor. He stayed at the Farmers' Club in Whitehall in London to learn more about the attitude of British farmers. What's your interpretation of that sentence?
Can we run that sentence back real quick?
He stayed at the Farmers' Club in Whitehall in London to learn more about the attitudes of British farmers.
Yeah, interesting. That's sort of like going to a country club to find out how groundskeepers feel. That's kind of, I feel like missing the mark a bit.
Well, there's all these gentlemen's clubs in London. And when I mean gentlemen's clubs, I don't mean ladies not wearing anything, dancing around. That's Oregon. We have plenty of those here.
Yeah.
Actually, more in
Per capita
in the world.
Yeah.
And that's not an exaggeration, international listeners.
That was actually, dear listener, we didn't play you the second half of Harry Ferguson's speech. It had a lot of other parts. So.
But they're like, you sit down and have your newspaper and drink your gin and tonic. And there's one for farmers, too, apparently. It's kind of like, the Masonic lodges would be kind of the closest thing we'd have here.
It seems like one in London would be the poshest one, though. That doesn't seem like it. And also, it doesn't, I don't know. Mm-hmm. I just don't see a farmer rolling up to the gentleman's club.
I thought it was interesting, too. Not American farmers, anyway.
No, definitely not.
Okay. As chance would have it, the director of the Distillers Company was staying at the club. Knox, being a man who usually did not turn down a drink, quickly became friends with the director, and he eventually put Knox in touch with Sir John Black, the managing director of the Standard Motor Company.
Sir John Black sounds like a character out of a George R.R. Martin novel.
That's that's the origin story of Game of Thrones. This is what this is. I hadn't told you.
This is actually 12 parts.
Yes, it's a 12-parter.
Strap in.
About this time, Harry and family had returned to Britain. It was 1945, and the war in Europe was over. Over the years, Harry had become a relatively wealthy man, and one of his first treats he purchased for himself at the end of the war was a Rolls-Royce motor car.
Yep.
Another standard trope of a Joyride protagonist,
yep.
apparently.
The progression is, if we fed all of these into an AI could write the perfect Joyride script, which would always have, it would have some sort of crash or some kind. It would have shady business dealings. 44 people on average named Harry, Henry, Hank, Steve. It's just what it would be.
And the thing is, none of these are no AI generation occurs.
No AI generation. No, I think
it's just how predictable life can be sometimes. I guess
it's just the way our stories work. It's just incredible how many of them have so much overlap.
Harry loved being seen in his Rolls Royce.
I bet he did. What an ass.
His love of a proper appearance in his mind did not exclusively apply to himself. For example, when an employee arrived to conduct a demo and was not clothed to Harry's standards, Harry did not conceal his displeasure. Quote, "Let there be no mistake," he ranted. "A dark, single-breasted lounge suit is the correct apparel for giving a demonstration." Now, have you seen Yellowstone?
I have seen most of it, yeah.
Okay, so that's your usual... The apparel is your usual agricultural...
Yeah, sure.
Individual, at least within North America.
Sure.
he's suggesting go out there in your best suit and tie when you're demonstrating your tractor and plow. I'm not sure how I feel about that.
I think that would be quite bad.
Although Harry could be described as a bit of a ponce, to put it lightly, he obviously knew how to conduct a good demo, because when he had done one for the Standard Motor Company, Sir John Black was so impressed that he knew then and there his company had to produce Harry's tractor. The future looked bright again, but Black's mood would only be temporary since Harry wished to make another handshake agreement.
Paper is cheap. Like, this is not ancient times. We do not need to get a scribe to write out hieroglyphics on papyrus. Please, just write it down.
His insistence on unwritten agreements is clearly a strange one, since any lawyer would suggest getting anything in writing, but Harry had his reasons.
Let's hear it.
With no formal agreement, he could protect his patents with more ease, and perhaps he was still hoping that Ford of Britain would build a tractor at their Dagenham factory in the near future.
Okay.
Black, being a savvy businessman, was not keen on not having a written contract.
Yep.
In 1946, and fearing a crisis was about to happen, Robert Keyes, Harry's crack PR man, dropped everything he was doing in the States to make his way to Britain. The Fergusons were staying at a hotel in the Cotswolds, and when Keyes arrived, he was told by a distraught Maureen and Betty, so his wife and daughter, that Harry had taken ill. Keyes went to Harry's bedroom, where he eventually convinced Harry he was going to make amends with Black. After Harry heard the good news, a miracle happened. He instantly sat upward with all the health and vigor of a young man and proudly exclaimed, "I want a hard-boiled egg!"
Me too, man. Me too. Most relatable part of this story.
He's fretting, he's stressed. When it's all over, yeah, I would want a beer, honestly, at that point, or crack up the champagne, which I guess he doesn't drink, so that answers that. But of all things, he wants a hard-boiled egg.
Not to get your soft-boiled pansy egg out of here, only the hard. Get out honey, get out the hard stuff tonight.
With a contract composed and signed, production at Standard Motor Company began where many Ferguson tractors would be built. They pretty much were identical to the American-built Ford tractors, except the British-built versions had a 4-speed transmission, along with a slightly more powerful engine. It was called the TE20. The fact that the British Ferguson was not being built by Ford may have been a disappointment to Harry at first, but fate would eventually prove it to be a blessing in disguise. To quote author Colin Fraser, quote, "Events at the Ford Motor Company in Detroit took some strange turns during the war and in the years immediately following it. That such chaos could have existed within the company almost defies belief, and there was brutality and evil, too." So, the first major blow to the Ford Motor Company and to the Ford family was the death of President Edsel Ford due to cancer. Edsel, the car, obviously.
The car with a hilariously huge front.
Since he was the only son of Henry Ford, Ford Sr., now in his 80s, once again took control. This was not only a blow to the Ford family, but to all Ford employees as well, since Edsel was well liked and considered a wise and sympathetic ruler. Henry Ford, on the other hand, was totally out of touch with how enormous his empire had become. To help him run the company, Henry gave a considerable amount of power to Harry Bennett.
Help! Get me out of here!
There had to have been problems at the census office during this period. Harry, Henry,
My name's Harry.
Ringo.
Harry what? You've got a Harry what?
So Harry Bennett,
Yep.
we'll see. We might do something on him on the future because he was a right bastard. So,
We can't keep doing stories on Harry's though.
well, are you limiting me
Harry
on Harry's now? We're going to run out of material fast if we do anything before 1950. Just warning you, Kyle. We can't do anything.
As evidence. Harry.
Consequently, this was not a good time to be a Ford employee. Affairs at the company continued to worsen. The company was in poor administrative shape since Henry, being the farm boy he was, ran the company more akin to a small business. In other words, if the records showed they had made a profit, and that was good enough for him. It's one of the biggest companies in the world. Yeah, it's like Jeff Bezos coming in. Would he make a profit? All right, fine.
That's it.
See you later.
My job here is done.
There was also the problem of Harry Bennett, since he was the only one who had access to Ford. Eventually, Henry's grandson, Henry Ford II.
They're multiplying.
Mind you, Harry Ferguson is also Henry.
Yeah.
So Henry Ford II was able to wrestle the company from Bennett, but not without having to attend meetings where Ford II would regularly bring a gun just in case.
Wow, we've been to some meetings together. I don't think we've ever had to, I've never thought, man, you know what, this meeting could use a gun.
Yeah, no, you and me have had plenty of meetings together. No, we've not come across that one as of yet. Not saying it, you and me might be in a completely different meeting where we have to do. We'll see how this show goes as the future progresses.
Sometimes I'd like to shoot my own foot just so I can get out of a meeting.
Yeah, there's plenty of those.
This is my emergency escape hatched.
With Henry the Younger at the helm of the ship, he began hiring...
Henry the Younger and John Black are starting the new Game of Thrones trilogy. Harry the Younger.
I'm just trying something. There's so many here.
I love it. Henry's. There's just so many of them. You have to identify them somehow.
With Henry the Younger at the helm of the ship, he began hiring a slew of... Okay, let me start here. Let me stop for a second.
Sure.
All these Harrys and Henrys.
Yep.
Henry Ford Sr. went, you know what I'm going to name my son? A name that no one will ever call anyone ever again. Edsel. Yeah. Other than a crap car that became an example of failure.
Edsel is so iconic, though. It's so iconic.
We might do an Edsel.
I feel like we kind of need to do like even if it's like a mini 20 or on
a single one or something. Yeah, we might do that.
A one-er on the Edsel would be kind of funny. What an odd vehicle.
So, with Henry the Younger at the helm of the ship, he began hiring a slew of experienced accountants and managers to modernize his grandfather's company. One aspect of the Ford empire these new executives felt had to be terminated was the tractor agreement with the Ferguson company. Their assessment was not without warrant, since Ford had lost about $20 million because of the tractor operation.
Not great.
No. Refusing to pass more costs down to the farmer, Harry himself had not made much money off the tractors either, since most of his business came from the sale of his implements.
Yeah, sure. It was kind of but that's kind of the point, though, is get him in and then sell him the stuff. I kind of get it.
Yeah, and well, it's kind of like, most of the money made off movies, as you know, is not made off the movie. It's made off of merchandising.
Yeah.
Yeah, Spaceballs. What do you do here? Merchandising. Where the real money's made. So he's essentially doing this with tractors and implements.
The quest for more money.
Which they didn't call it that. I'm very disappointed by that.
Yeah. That would have been really good, but I get why they didn't. But it would have been such a treat. Well, can I get 2 tickets to Spaceballs 2, The Quest for More Money?
Well, don't tell me. At least Steven came up with a new idea.
The radar, sir. It's jammed. Raspberry.
Great, I'm surrounded by assholes. That's my favorite part. I will laugh every time until I fall off the couch. I've seen it multiple times, and I still laugh.
I think the best part of that movie, though, is that when they put the tape in and it's them and they keep looking back
What
at
the
it
hell
on
am I
the
looking
monitor.
at?
What the hell am I looking at?
We're in now, sir.
And was it? It just happened. Just missed it. Everyone's like, what the hell is it? Watch Spaceballs. If you
Watch
have.
Spaceballs. Have you ever seen the 12 Chairs?
Uh-uh.
It was Mel Brooks' second movie. It wasn't a parody. It was a comedy. Wonderful story. Wonderful story.
I have to check that
You'll
out.
have to check that out.
Yeah.
So let's see here. The Ford executives decided not to totally exit the tractor business. They just wanted to cut Harry out. When the Ferguson team...
They wanted to wax the Harry.
Sometimes it just has to be done, Kyle,
Yeah,
even if you don't want it to.
Yep. It can be painful.
You speak from experience. When the Ferguson team got word that Ford was planning to exit the arrangement, that was rather scary news. Yes, a version of the Ferguson was being built in Britain, but losing their American supplier would be crippling.
Yep. Parts and all that.
Waxed parts. To make matters worse, Ford started a new company, Dearborn Motor Corporation, to handle their new arm of the agriculture sector. Many Ford executives were issued shares in this new entity, which was probably why they created it in the first place.
Yeah.
The quest for more money.
Quest for more money.
So we set that one up by accident.
Yeah.
Good job.
Yep.
Fist bump.
Hey. Genius maneuver. See, ladies and gentlemen, that's what we call a work of genius.
So, meanwhile, Team Ferguson scrambled to find a new American supplier. Keyes at one point even purchased a new factory facility to build the tractors themselves, but in the end, the Ferguson company simply did not have the capital to do so at that time. They then approached just about every other major industrial company in the country, which was eventually whittled down to Willis Overland.
Okay.
So, Willis developed the original Jeep.
Yep.
And most people mispronounce the name. It's Willys. Willys.
And Willys.
Willys. It's not Willys, even though as fun as that is, it's Willis. Just a little automotive education for everyone.
I will.
But to you, it'll always be Willys.
Spare for future. You know, I could have made the waxing joke again, but I didn't. So I want you to know that, audience.
Kaiser, which was the guy that helped with the Spruce Goose, your favorite airplane.
Yep.
And General Motors, which you drive a General Motors car.
I sure do. Yeah. It's in great shape. It was just inspected. Great shape. I hardly drive it.
Out of all these, it was only GM that showed any serious interest. When it came time to negotiate, GM wanted to build a new tractor that was larger than the Ferguson design. Harry, of course, took offense to this, and the deal fell through as soon as it started.
The subtitle for this should have been, and he took offense. Harry Ferguson, the he took offense story. There are much things that Harry Ferguson doesn't take offense to.
Hard-boiled egg.
Yeah. I want a hard-boiled egg.
Before I die, I want those to be my last words.
I'll be the person throwing it at you.
Yes. To add insult to injury, Ford in 1947 released their brand new tractor, the Ford 8N, which we have
a little display of on the table.
Have a little model of, actually. This was a childhood toy of mine. It is a Ford 8N that features a plow that actually does feature a working 3-point hitch system.
And it's heavy as shit.
That's when the companies made good toys.
You could really hurt someone.
Yeah, it's not made of
thing.
plastic. It's made of pure metal.
It is made out of metal.
I will post, because I'm very proud of this little thing, I will post this on our Joyride socials. So
the quality of the back wheels versus the front wheels is kind of hysterical to me. Like, the back wheels are so intricately molded, and then the front wheels are just sort of there.
So now you have an eyeball example here.
That's
okay?
good. That's good, because I didn't know what a tractor
and the
looked like.
former Ferguson other tractors kind of were of that similar ilk. So that's what we've been dealing with. So,
Yep.
So although they made some minor improvements, along with a new red and tan color scheme, the 8N was basically a carbon copy of the Little Ferguson. Things did not look good for Harry and his company. They could not afford to build tractors themselves, and they could not find someone willing to build them for them. Harry did have one trick left up his sleeve, though. He still owned the patent to his tractor design because he refused to make all those paper deals. So, with this weapon at his disposal, Harry decided it was time to go to war with the Ford Motor Company.
Bum, bum, bum.
Harry arrived in New York City at the end of 1947 and checked into the Hotel Gotham.
And next door was Bruce Wayne.
Now, you said that the title of this, The Mad Mechanic of Belfast, made him sound like a Batman villain, and I said you foreshadowed that by a few episodes.
That's kind of true.
Congratulations.
That's right. That's right. And he was that is correct. I recently rewatched Batman Begins, and that's absolutely true. This is one of the low-level random Batman villains that he would take on.
Well, little did you know, this is actually the origin story of Batman. So how did he think he learned to invent all those things?
Because he was working on tractors.
So
I love how they try to explain it in the Nolan trilogy. Like, no, definitely. Morgan Freeman's character, Lucius Fox, definitely can develop all this while he's just hanging out in a basement by himself. Don't worry about it. It totally makes sense.
And I saw a video not too long ago, not to get too off track here, but it had to do with 80s movies.
Yep.
And there was this, it's a wonderful idea, but it's not realistic, about how Doc Brown invented a time machine in his garage. Or we're just left to assume in Ghostbusters that these academics invented these nuclear plasma reactor things. And, like I said, it's a wonderful idea. You could think that people could do that, but the reality of it is you need a team of 500 people to do remotely any of that, plausibly, even if 500 is not enough. So, let's see here. Horace D'Angelo, one of Harry's reps in the United States, and a team of New York lawyers were gathered as Harry's war cabinet. After much discussion, they had drafted on a piece of hotel stationery the lawsuit they were going to bring against Ford for their patent infringement.
They drafted it on hotel stationery?
Yeah, uh-huh.
Okay. Yeah.
Because they're cheap asses.
Sure.
I don't know.
Remember how earlier I said they needed a scribe and papyrus? That's kind of where they're at.
That's where they're at right now.
Yeah, it's drafted in hieroglyphics.
When a Ford executive named Ernest Beach Beach, Beech, read the lawsuit, he was not surprised. Ford was expecting such a thing to happen. What he didn't expect was the total of the proposed settlement, which was $251,100,000.
In my head, I was like, 100 million? No, that's way too much. There's no way. Adjusted for inflation, that's like $1 trillion.
It additionally read, quote, plus reasonable attorney fees and costs.
Oh, good. Didn't have any money left over there. Yeah.
Quote, my God, the Marshall Plan, Beach exclaimed. Ford may have been Goliath, but now they knew the little David from Ireland was not going to go without a fight.
250. Did we do the inflation adjusted on that?
You got your phone on you?
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's do it real quick.
Let's do that before we wrap.
That is the end of part 5 by everyone. But let's see what that is.
What year was
1947?
47.
Yeah,
that's what I thought. Okay. So the Bureau of Labor Statistics has a fancy website that you can go back to. 1947, 250,000. God, it's so hard to do this on here because the wording is so small. How many zeros is that?
So 251.
251.
100. 000.
000. Calculate. Oh, please enter values less than $10 million.
So he can't even. So he's suing them for an unimaginable amount that even an inflation calculator can't figure out now.
Like,
Thus the Marshall Plan.
Yeah.
So I really, that in context, I really get that quote now.
the inflation calculator. Okay, so 10 million is the same as 155 million.
Jesus
we
Christ.
So we need to take 155 million, 00000. Okay, 155 million, and we need to multiply that by 26 times, essentially.
Yeah, you're doing the math. Sorry.
Yeah, about 26 times. Yeah, that's only a crisp $4.3 billion. 4.03
for
billion.
patent infringement.
$4 billion. My God, man!
Which was about the wasn't we gave Britain like something like four, or what is worth $4 billion. So I can see why it was like a governmental amount of money.
Yeah, okay. Didn't they lose money building the tractor? There's got to be some basis, right? Oh,
okay. Well,
Mr. Harry.
Mr. Harry.
You beautiful man.
On that note, again, that is the end of part 5. So we have one more left.
The quest for more money.
So before I go totally in the end here, I am going to announce a call to action on this show. Okay. Now, me and Kyle, we give this out for free. We just like doing it. I'm hoping you just like doing it. I'm not just speaking for you.
It's okay. The quest for more money continues.
We're that's what I'm getting. We're in a quest of little money ourselves here. Okay, we make enough money to buy the occasional XR cable here and there.
Yeah, this cable. Yeah, right here. This one. Here, let's do a little shake.
If you could help us out, what'd you do?
Shook the cable so the audience knew what we were talking about.
Like I heard it, so I wasn't
good.
Okay, good.
Good.
So, it's still working. Okay, good. So, if you can, help us so we can help you. Okay, tell everyone you can. At least tell 2 people. Tell 2 people about this show, friend or family. Tell 2 people so we can.
Or foe.
Our
enemies work too.
Are your enemies.
Yeah.
Yeah. So. It's not so much we love doing this, okay, but if we can get some more people listening, we can probably get some more stuff out in the long run, enhance your Joyride experience. So please do us that favor. That's what we're really looking for. Other than that, do check out all the extra stuff on our socials as usual, of course. And if you want to help in other ways, of course, we have Patreon. Anything helps. We appreciate it. And I think I'll leave it at that for the time being. And I will catch you next time, Kyle, with the grand finale of the Harry Ferguson saga.
Make sure to wax your Harry Fergusons, everybody.
This message brought to you by Kyle Donovan. With that said, I'll catch you later, Kyle.
See ya.
Signing out.